Alright, we're going to go over how to change out the control board on your electric oven slash stove cooktop range. The first step, and the easiest one, is to take everything out of the drawer below and remove the drawer. That's pretty self-explanatory. You just empty the contents and tilt the drawer kind of up and it comes right out. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is cut off the power at your breaker to your stove. We don't want you getting electrocuted. And then you can see here, to save money versus paying someone $400 or $500 to do this, which is basically half the cost of the stove or more, I've ordered a new replacement control board from repairclinic.com. You can see here. And they recommended that you order a new little sticker thing to go over the front. It was about $10. Apparently trying to remove the old one doesn't work very well. And I've got my trusty Phillips head screwdriver. So what we're going to do, you can see here I've cut off the power to the stove at the breaker. So what I'm going to do next is move it away from the wall. There's a little anti-tilt device which you probably can't see down below. So I'm going to pull it out from there. Then I'm going to put this rug down under the feet and just scoot the whole thing back 5 or 6 feet so I can get at it to remove the control board. So I'm going to pause this to do that. Okay, I've got the oven removed from the wall. You can see I pulled it out here. You can see the power cord there, the anti-tilt device. And what we're going to do next is just take a Phillips head screwdriver and remove this entire top panel so we can get access to the control board. Alright, I wanted to show this because I actually ended up using a 1/4 inch hex head to remove these little guys. They're kind of funky. So I'm going to just go ahead and save the screws here. I think there's about 6 of them total. So I just wanted to jump in and show you that. It's not an actual screwdriver in my case. So you're going to want to have a good set of tools available with some of these smaller sockets in case your stove uses those kind of screws. Alright, you can see the control board for my stove here. If you notice, I'm just going to point to all the different connections. There's one here, there's one here, there's a third one here, there's a fourth one here, there's a fifth one, this little black wire, I don't know if you can see that, and then this little red thing plugs in here. Now I'm going to highly recommend that you take a picture of this, take a couple of pictures of this before you get started, because it's going to make it very much easier if you can go back to the picture if you get stumped to figure out exactly how this thing hooks together, because as I showed you, you've got 6 different connections, and if you've never done this before, it's easy to get kind of mixed up. So again, take 2 or 3 pictures at different angles that you can review later if you get stumped and you're not sure how to plug everything back together. Again, no big deal, but just have the pictures in case. After you do that, if you look here, the board's got 4 screws that you're going to want to take out in each of the 4 corners. And once you do that, after unplugging all of your cords, the board should just pop right out backwards. Okay, as you can see, I've got the old control board out. Just set it over here to the side. Now I've got to put the new control board in, but first I need to go ahead and apply the front sticker thing to it that I ordered at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then you can see the 4 screw holes on the side. I'm going to go ahead and just screw it in. And we'll hook all the cords back up and see what we got. Alright, I've got the new control board in. Now I'm just going to go ahead and plug back in the board. All the cords to the board here. Make sure I get a nice firm seat on each of these. This one here. You want to try and listen for the little click sound. That means you've got it all the way. There you go. Now this one was a real pain in my butt to get unplugged. So hopefully this plugs in easily. Now we've got, this guy goes in here, And then we've got one more plug. There we go. This one here, sorry for the shakiness. This one plugs in here, like so. And I'm going to plug in this red cord here. I can't really do it and hold the camera at the same time. And then all I'm going to do is take and screw back on the back here. And we should be good to go. And I'll give it a shot. Alright, I've put the back on with my 1/4 inch hex screw. I've checked to make sure all my connections were tight. I flipped back on the breaker, and as you can see, I've got power and it's trying to preheat now, and we'll see if that fixed the problem. The original issue was the oven would not really preheat, so we'll see what we get. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm taking this opportunity while the oven's out to just kind of vacuum back behind there to get all the junk out. So hopefully you'll do the same. Alright, it looks like it's working. The reason I decided to replace the control board was our oven would not preheat past like 180 degrees, and it would take it about half an hour to get that high. So as you can see, I'm at 341 right now and climbing in about like 6 minutes, so it's almost up to preheat. So again, I was just testing it. Now the step left is cut back off the electricity, move it back in place, and just clean everything up. So the key that let me know I needed to replace the control board was it wouldn't preheat, and I thought it, when I tried to preheat it and I tested both elements, neither one was really getting hot, and I thought it was kind of extremely coincidental that both elements would go out at the same time. So I figured the control board wasn't sending the proper voltage to each of the heaters. So anyways, if you order your parts from repairclinic.com, they offer a 1-year free return. So if you order the control board, it doesn't work, you can just send it back, and all you're out is about, you know, $8 or $10 shipping to try it. So again, this is Derek Chamberlain with moneyahoy.com. I'm showing you how to change out your oven control board yourself and save a couple $100 in the process. Good luck.